Payday, payday. You want payday? I know that.
Let's get to it. All right, man. So we got Canelo Alvarez. Now, Canelo Alvarez, we heard that he was going to be fighting Chris Eubank Jr. or maybe even Terrence Crawford, or maybe he'll go ahead and accept David Benavidez. Well, all that is wrong. He most likely going to be facing the undefeated Puerto Rican Edgar Berlanga. Mike Coppinger tweeted this: Canelo Alvarez, boxing's top star, is in the process of finalizing a deal for the super middleweight championship defense versus Edgar Berlanga on September the 14th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Sources tell ESPN.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Now, just 2 weeks ago, they was talking about Chris Eubank Jr. That's the fight that I didn't want to see. You know, and honestly, I'm not too hot about Edgar Berlanga either. But I'll tell you this, I'd rather him fight Edgar Berlanga than Chris Eubank Jr. That's just me. You guys may feel different. And then on top of that, we probably ain't going to be getting Canelo versus David Benavidez anytime soon either, because the WBC gave David Benavidez an ultimatum: either come back to 168 and pursue Canelo, or stay at 175 and try to create his own path. Well, he went on ahead and decided to stay at 175. He's going to try to create his own path. Michael Benson tweeted this: David Benavidez has decided to stay at light heavyweight, meaning he would be mandatory for the Ultra Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol winner, but vacate his WBC interim belt at super middleweight and no longer be mandatory for Canelo. WBC president Mauricio Suleiman has confirmed. Now, to be honest with you, man, nobody thought we was going to get that fight anyway, because we all knew that Canelo was ducking. I don't care what nobody say. You can say stuff like, well, David Benavidez should have forced his mandatory. Oh, you talking about going through the same people who's protecting Canelo?
Get the out of here, man.
Do you really think that they was going to let him force that mandatory? Come on, people, use your head here. How is he going to force a mandatory when the WBC is the one he got to go through and they protecting Canelo? They wasn't going to mandate that fight. Stop trying to make excuses for Canelo. The WBC wasn't going to mandate it. David Benavidez can tell the WBC that he want to force his mandatory all he want to, but you know what they're going to do? They're going to ignore it. They the one that own it. They don't have to do what David Benavidez say. Don't y'all realize that they have been making special rules for Canelo? Certain rules apply to certain people except Canelo. Y'all haven't noticed that? Another reason they most likely wasn't going to mandate it, because they didn't want Canelo to drop his belt the same way he did with Triple G. Then they was going to be losing out on their sanctioning fees. Come on, man, use your head. But this fight right here for Canelo with Edgar Berlanga, this is going to be a walk in the park for Canelo. And I'm not trying to say that Edgar Berlanga is not a great fighter. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying his style is not going to do nothing to Canelo. This is going to be a more easier fight for Canelo than Jaime Munguia and Jamil Charlo. He ain't got the certain type of style that's going to stop Canelo. He don't even pressure his fighters. Do he got a little power? Yeah, he got a little power, but is it going to hurt Canelo? We've seen Canelo take crazy shots from Triple G. You really think Edgar Berlanga going to hurt Canelo? He definitely ain't going to outbox him. If you can't outbox him or hurt him, then what are you going to do? And then you're not even a pressure fighter? When you ain't got no power and you ain't got that much skill, at least be one of them fighters who know how to swarm their opponent, who know how to bring their pressure. He ain't even a pressure fighter. And I'm talking about Edgar Berlanga. Yeah, so this is going to be a walk in the park for Canelo. I can't wait for this fight to happen so you guys can see. I don't know if Canelo's going to knock him out, because he is undefeated. The guy is tough. But I think it's going to be a walk in the park for Canelo. Not saying he's going to knock him out, but I'm saying that this win is going to be easy. Mark my word.